The Syrian revolution is a complex and ongoing conflict that has been raging for over a decade. The revolution began in 2011 with peaceful protests against the government of Bashar al-Assad, but quickly escalated into a full-blown war. 2011. Hope ignites. Peaceful protests for reform erupt, but are met with brutal regime violence. The Free Syrian Army forms in response. 2012. Bloodshed escalates. Massacres devastate communities. Hezbollah joins Assad's side. Ghouta chemical attack shocks the world. 2013. UN steps in with aid, but Assad continues devastating assaults, including dropping explosive barrels from the air. 2014. ISIS rises, prompting US airstrikes. Civilian suffering remains constant. 2015. Russia joins Assad, further emboldening his forces. Civilians continue to bear the brunt of the conflict. 2016. Aleppo falls to the Assad regime and Russia, displacing hundreds of thousands. Civilians are caught in the crossfire. 2017. Khan Sheikhoun chemical attack draws another US response. The relentless toll on civilians continues. 2018. Eastern Ghouta falls, displacing hundreds of thousands again. Civilian casualties remain unacceptably high. 2019. Caesar Act sanctions tighten pressure on Syria while violence against civilians persists. 2020. Border crossings for vital aid are reduced. COVID-19 adds another layer of suffering. 2021. The Syrian revolution marks its 10th anniversary with no resolution in sight, while the humanitarian crisis continues to escalate. 2022. Cholera outbreak adds to the burden. Food insecurity grips over half the population. 2023. Earthquake devastates the region, compounding the crisis, and civilians remain trapped in a seemingly endless cycle of violence. The uprising in Swaida highlights ongoing discontent. The humanitarian situation in northwest Syria is dire. The region is home to 4.5 million people, including 2.9 million internally displaced and 2 million living in over 1,500 makeshift camps. 4.1 million people in need in northwest Syria. 3.7 million people are food insecure in northwest Syria. 90% of Syrians live below poverty line. 2.4 million school-age children are out of school across Syria. 1 million school-age children are out of school in northwest Syria. In the heart of northern Syria, amidst these challenges and adversities, we stand fueled by a relentless determination to make a meaningful and lasting change in people's lives. Our mission is simple, yet profound: to alleviate suffering, foster development, and empower communities. Our programs are a lifeline for Syrians striving for a better tomorrow. Through tireless dedication, we've made incredible strides. More than 7,700 houses restored, 170 water stations and water networks built and rehabilitated, 34 women empowerment and child-friendly centers, more than 4,900 small business grants, more than 40,800 placed in jobs in Syria and Turkey. Where the echoes of conflict have left an indelible mark on the lives of children, we brought them hope. This hope is being realized through powerful school rehabilitation projects. So far, we have rehabilitated 291 schools and created jobs for more than 6,500 teachers. These projects are not just about rebuilding walls and roofs. They are about rebuilding dreams, aspirations, and the future. But that's not all. In 2022, we ignited a transformation in northern Syria's education landscape. with Al-Muntada private model schools. We set the wheels in motion by completing 2 schools: elementary school for boys and girls, middle and high school for girls, and started the construction for another 3 schools. These schools are more than buildings. They serve as havens, nurturing children and sponsored orphans in a holistic educational environment. Our commitment extends beyond textbooks. These schools become spaces where learning isn't confined to classrooms. With tailored attention, we mold young minds not just academically, but emotionally and socially. From arts to sports, our curriculum is diverse, nurturing well-rounded individuals, preparing them for a brighter future, shaping not just their education, but their aspirations. Our women empowerment centers have touched thousands of lives, offering essential skills, unwavering support, and a path to independence and self-sufficiency. Child protection remains at our core, ensuring a safe and nurturing environment by providing more than 216,000 psychosocial support and awareness sessions for vulnerable children, making a lasting positive impact on their well-being and future prospects. Our commitment to food security and livelihoods has empowered more than 45,000 farmers to rebuild their lives, turning challenges into opportunities. Our water, sanitation, and hygiene projects have made a real difference in the lives of millions of people in the affected areas. These initiatives have helped to improve people's health and quality of life and promote sustainable development. 170 water stations and water networks were built and rehabilitated. 18 solar systems were installed. 58 water sanitation systems were built and rehabilitated. The February 6th earthquake had a devastating impact on Syria, where the infrastructure was already weak after years of conflict. The earthquake caused more than 4,500 deaths, more than 10,400 injuries, the displacement of more than 50,000 families, the collapse of 1,869 buildings, the partial damage of 8,731 buildings. Thanks to your generous support and donations, we reached over 200,000 people in Syria and Turkey, including those with special needs and widowed women. Over 3.9 million critical services provided, from food and shelter to psychosocial support and education. 243 camps and temporary shelters fully served, more than 50,000 food basket and ready-to-eat meals, more than 9,000 winter kits, more than 22,000 liters of heating fuel, 1,286 houses restored, 41 schools rehabilitated, more than 14,000 awareness and psychosocial support sessions, more than 6,400 multi-purpose cash vouchers. As we paint the portrait of hope across northern Syria, our commitment to empowering the youth shines brightly through initiatives like the Dulleni Boot Camp. With a focus on marketable skills in the technology sector, these programs are sculpting a future where more than 60 graduates are ready to shape the digital landscape, ensuring sustainable income generation for Syrian youth. Our dedication extends beyond immediate aid. Through our public policy and research program, we've navigated the complexities of the Syrian cause. With over 590 research papers, 200 editorials, and engagement in more than 1,400 events and conferences, alongside the publication of 18 books, we're paving a path toward informed, impactful solutions. Advocacy plays a pivotal role in raising awareness about the complex issues of the Syrian crisis. It educates the global community about the root causes, human rights violations, and the urgent need for humanitarian assistance, education, and economic empowerment. We influence local, national, and international policies through targeted advocacy. By engaging with policymakers, we strive to shape decisions that uphold human dignity, promote peace, and address the pressing needs of Syrians. We see it in the smiles of children, the gratitude of families, and the confidence of women. It's about tangible, positive changes. By creating jobs, revitalizing infrastructure, promoting self-sufficiency, and raising awareness about the Syrian cause, our work ripples through entire communities, breathing new life into the region. With your support, we can empower more women, educate more children, and create sustainable livelihoods for hundreds of thousands of families. Join us in making a difference, one life at a time.